Alright, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another NBA video. Today's going to be another, I don't even know the word for it, but we're definitely going to be waiting on injuries. We already know that Dallas is going to be without Porzingis, so Luka has to be a lot. Draftkings 1100, it is what it is. 11,000, I'm sorry. Luka is going to be a lock. With Porzingis being out and Bronson having more of a responsibility this year, I also think that he's going to be a good play to pair him with Luka. For $5,000, he can more than pay off his price tag with no Porzingis taking shots. So you got 26 minutes, 23 minutes, 28 minutes. That's all with Porzingis. 8 shots, 9 shots, 13 shots. 26 fantasy points, 20 fantasy points, 35 fantasy points. He's giving you about 28 fantasy points a game, and with a $5,000 dollar price tag, you're looking for 30 fantasy points, which he gives you. If he gives you anything over 30 points, that's over 6 times value. It's a good play. Jalen Brunson is a good play today. We got McDermott. McDermott is not playing today, so we got to see who's going to start for him. Hopefully, it's Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker's active. Lonnie Walker gets stocks. Lonnie Walker's been playing 25, 20, 25, and 31 minutes. 34 fantasy points, 16 fantasy points, 24 fantasy points, and 34 fantasy points. And the last one with 34 fantasy points, that's the game McDermott got injured. McDermott went like 2 for 10, had like 3 points, got hurt, so he was useless anyway. So, if Lonnie Walker starts at 4,700, he's a lock for me. Mind you, these lineups are all viable up until we get new news about injuries, and then once we get news about injuries, we're gonna have to switch it up. Where I went wrong last night is not last night, the night before the other. I put, instead of putting Lonnie Walker, I put McDermott, and that cost me. I knew better, but I didn't do better. So you live and you learn. All right, power forward. Once again, I said this lineup is good until we get more news. Jeremy Grant is questionable. If Jeremy Grant plays, I got to change some things around. If Jeremy Grant does not play, Kelly Olynyk comes into play. Kelly Olynyk always produces once he gets minutes. If you play DFS, you know that since Miami, you plug him in when he starts, and he does what he needs to do. 22 points, 19 points, 30 points, 20 fantasy points, 21 fantasy points, 38 fantasy points. If Kelly Olynyk starts, he'll pay off his price. 30 minutes, 38 fantasy points. 21 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals in 30 minutes. Now, the thing with this slate is that all the stars are priced up. It's going to be very hard to get 2 stars and then also get value in, because there's really no real value. Because the value that you would play is still in the 500. It's still mid-range. There's no really low price options out here. So You got to look at the slate. Every day you come to make your lineup, you got to look at the slate. You got to look at the roster. You got to figure out what type of day it's going to be. Today's going to be a mid-range day. That's it. You got to pick Luka, Steph, or Julius Randle, and go from there. But it's going to be a mid-range. For center, no Gafford. Untitled Harrell, that's a lock. This man's been a monster when he's been given minutes. It seems to work out for him in Washington. The paint is all his. 29, hold on. 26 minutes, 34 minutes, 21 minutes, 38 minutes, 22 fantasy points. I'm sorry, 36 fantasy points, 27 fantasy points, 23 fantasy points, and 45 fantasy points. What does that mean? That means that if he gets the minutes, he's going to produce. Period. The paint is his. He's been playing more than Gafford anyway, so this injury to Gafford is just icing on the cake. Harrell is a lock today. So there you go. You got your starting five: Luka, Bronson, Walker, Olynyk, and Harrell. If Grant is out, you play Olynyk. If McDermott is out, you play Lonnie Walker. That's it. Luka, Bronson, Harrell are locks for me. Let's go to Facebook. Let's go to Fanduel. I'm a little bit under the weather. Bear with me. Okay. Fanduel is a little bit easier pricing, softer pricing, so it's a little bit easier to do what I want to do. So with that being said, we're going to start off with Luka. If you're new to this channel and you appreciate the lineups, hit the thumbs up button for me, please. If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I drop NBA videos. I drop NBA videos daily, every day. So if you want it, hit the bell and you'll get it. Next point guard, we're picking up Bronson again. I'm keeping the theme of pairing Bronson and Doncic because they're going to be taking most shots. And on top of that, Bronson's even cheaper on FanDuel, so I like it. Remember, when you have a low price player that's going to take a lot of shots and play decent minutes, that's what you're looking for. Because guess what? If everybody hits 6 times their value, you win. Alright. Shooting guard are picking up Lonnie Walker. Small forward, 7,600. I'll do Tobias. Power forward, I'll do Harrell, 5,600. And at center, $5,400. Go pick up Kenny Olynyk. Now, please understand. Pay attention to lineups. Pay attention to the injury report. Jeremy Grant has to not be playing to be playing Kelly Olynyk, and Lonnie Walker has to be start. He doesn't have to start, but it's going to be a plus if he starts. If we're going to be playing him using him up in one of our starts, using him up in one of our spots, we want to make sure that our spots have people that play a lot of minutes and take a lot of shots. And if they get peripherals, that's excellent. We don't want to waste spots. NBA, there's a lot of good NBA players out here, DFS players. And there's a lot of people that listen to the news and adjust accordingly. There's no room for error when you're playing NBA DFS, alright? So pay attention to the news and go from there. I didn't do Superdraft yesterday, but I'm going to do Superdraft today because someone reached out to me and they were interested in Superdraft. And I tell you guys, if you communicate with me and you thumbs up my videos, I'll do whatever you want. Alright, so we're back to Superdraft. I already have one made up. So we're gonna do Murray at 1.3 multiplier, Trae Young 1.2 multiplier, Morant 1.15 multiplier. We got Randall 1.15 multiplier. Randall should actually be a 1 or a 1.05. That's fine. Montrezl Harrell, regardless if he starts or not, he's gonna be playing a lot of minutes. The paint is his 1.5 multiplier. Luka, you got to do everything today, 1 multiplier. And Steven Adams, 1.6 multiplier. He'll be given a new life in Memphis with Morant. And we love to see it. I think that's about it. I think we got through everything we needed to get through. It's not a big slate, so there's no need to, what is it? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game slate. So there's no real need to waste time or anything because we're waiting for news. That's where the money's made. The money is made when the news come out and then you make your pivots. Alright, I'm sure you guys had enough of me. That's the end of the video. I appreciate your time. Thank you for the people that reach out. I appreciate you. Any comments, any questions, throw it in the chat. If you need help with pivots once the news come out, ask me. You can put it in the chat. I'll be more than happy to help you. You want to ask me private, Instagram, Twitter, they're linked. If you're new, hit the bell. If you're new, subscribe so you know when I drop videos. If this video helped you, thumbs up. And that's about it, my friends. I'll see you in a few with a Thursday night showdown video. Good luck.